everyone. This is Carrie Beck with Family eBiz, and we are just rocking and rolling in 2023. Pretty cool. We have been talking about how you can use your own products in your business, how we can simplify that creation, how we can make more sales. That's what we're going to talk about today, how we can make more sales from your products. Last time we talked about how we can simplify that, and we talked about repurposing our content. And next time we're going to talk about what if you start selling a product and it doesn't sell well. I got some answers for you, so you better come back next week. Anyway, hey, if you are listening, whether you're listening to the live or if you're listening to the replay, let me know if you have any products of your own that you are trying to sell. And you're more than welcome in the comment section wherever you are listening, not to put a link, just put the name of the product you really hope to sell this year. And maybe we can get some networking going on within our group. So please do that for me. I would love to hear that, what product you are trying to sell right now for this year. I will tell you right now, I am in the middle of a launch. And what I want to talk to you about is launching your product. I did a whole series on that in the past, a month or two ago, about how to launch your products. But I think it's really important that we come back to this, because if we want to make more sales in 2023 with your own products, I think we need to change our mindset. Too often I have seen, this is what I've witnessed. I'm not saying everyone is like this. So if you haven't even started to sell your product, you can take a step back and do it the right way. But what I find people doing is discounting their products to try to get more sales. They don't launch it. They just they say they launch it. Oh my goodness! I got my phone talking to me. Let me turn down that volume. So they say I'm launching it for a week, and all they do is put a discount and send 3 or 4 emails. That is not really a launch. I think something is going on, and my phone wants to talk to me. I have a new phone. I didn't know it was going to talk to me. I was trying to do that so I could see who's on the chat and all that kind of stuff as well. So let's talk about launching your product. This will be sort of a summary. You can go back and watch more of it in the past. But I think as you think about 2023, when will you launch your product? I'm really serious. I want you to stop right now. If you are listening to this and you haven't decided, I want you to stop what you're doing, pause this, and go look at a calendar, and I want you to put it on the calendar. When will you launch the product? And for me, I already have it on the calendar. I'm launching it now. I'm having second thoughts, to be perfectly honest, because the people that I work with were all working on an event in February, and I just realized it was way too much because they're having to do some things for prep work. So I have learned my lesson. Next year I will not launch in January if I continue to have my summit in my homeschool group. But for me, that means what I'm looking at for the rest of this year and for years in the future is I will do a May full board. I've got new ideas, quizzes, boot camps, all sorts of things I plan to do. So that will be in May. Then I'm going to do soft launches, small flash sales in March and August. All right, that is where I am right now. And so what do you do? First of all, you've got to get on the calendar. If you haven't done that, that's the first step. When are you going to launch that product? Now, some of you are going, well, do I launch a $5 product? No, I think that's where you just do a flash sale. I'm talking about anything that you have that's $30 or more, because you can even do something for $30. Personally, I think most of us could pull stuff together and make it a $97 product and really have a better sale. But let's talk about that. Leave comments if you have questions about how do we get our product to be 97. So first things, when you're launching, you need to create curiosity and momentum. So that's number 1. Number 2, you need to use a pre-launch runway. And in this pre-launch runway of about 3 or 4 weeks before you launch, that's when you are creating curiosity and momentum. All right. And that's one thing that I'm doing right now. I have been doing in my homeschool group. Every Monday I go live And then I'm also posting blog posts that pertain to my topic. I am inviting them to a free class. Those are all pre-launch activities that we need to do. So you create curiosity and momentum. Have a pre-launch runway. Number 3, you need to pick an event to have. If you are not having an event, I think you need to rethink it, because events drive sales. That is just historically true. You know, an event, a conference, it drives sales. A webinar drives sales because everyone's coming together for that event. So events drive sales. Now, I'm not going to tell you, we don't have time to go through all the details of what to do in that event, but just know you need to plan an event if you are truly going to launch it. Anyone that teaches launching a product, like Product Launch Formula from Jeff Walker, which we bought back 20 years ago, and we've been using those ideas ever since, they use a webinar to launch a product. So if you're not using a webinar, and you can call it a class, a master class, a workshop, a seminar, whatever you want, curiosity and momentum, pre-launch runway, an event, a webinar, and then you need to make a plan. Make a plan. First, you need to put it on the calendar, and then do all these things. Then you need to make a plan. What are you going to do for pre-launch? What emails are you going to send out before the launch, during the launch, and after the launch? So you got pre-launch, you have emails, social shares. What are you going to share to create curiosity and momentum? You need to plan those out. What are you going to share during the launch? You need to keep these people engaged with who you are and what you're doing. And then when people buy, you need to have some sort of follow-up campaign. Follow-up, onboarding, whatever you want to call it. But you need something that keeps them in relationship with you so that they consume it and they have transformation in their life. All right? A launch is more than just sending a few emails. So if you want to make more sales this year, you need to think about when you're going to launch, how you're going to launch, and where. What event are you going to have? So you've got when, how, what are the things you're going to do with your pre-launch and all that, and then where, what's the event, and maybe, I guess, the website, the sales page you're going to use. It's also, so it's more than sending a few emails. A launch is more than discounting. In fact, I would strongly encourage you to not discount your flagship product. You need to price it what it's worth and sell it at what it's worth. Instead of discounting, add value. And if you need some help, I have a bonuses training from December 28th of 2022 that could help you with this. So go back and look up the video around December 28th that helps you on adding bonuses, adding value, and then selling your resource at its real value. This took me years to do, because I would always I would add a whole bunch of bonuses, and I'd say it's worth $1,000, but you can get it for $27. And that's not really right. It was really worth a lot more than $27. So then I moved it to $37, and then I moved it to $47, and then $97, and now I sell it for $197 because I believe that's the true value of it. And so, number one, don't discount. It's more than emails. It's more than discounting. You need to add value to this. So let's repeat. If you're multitasking, come back to me. Let's go over this. You need your when, your how, and your where. When are you going to? Where is it on the calendar that you're going to launch your product because you want to make more sales with your own product? How are you going to do this? How are you going to create momentum? How are you going to pre-launch it? How are you going to send emails and that type of thing? And then where? What is the event that you are going to do? And it could be a Facebook event. It could be in Zoom. It could be wherever you want to teach class. But do some sort of webinar that will actually sell the product. And so in that where, you'll need to think about your emails, your social shares, and then how do we follow up with them and keep them in relationship to you. So those are just a few ideas on how you can actually make more money selling your own products this year. Now, I already put this in the description because we had some major technical problems that I did not realize till almost the end of the week. Because every time I would log in and look at our sales pages, I could see them online. But I was looking from the admin. And I realized that some of you were looking at our six-week recipe to creating products to sell that anyone could follow. And it wasn't showing up because the people that were hosting that sales page had taken it down. And I discovered this on Friday. So that was a big mistake on my part. So here's what we've decided to do since we had all those technical issues last week. We are going to extend our 6-week recipe sale through Wednesday. We're not going the whole week. It's Monday right now. I don't know when you're listening to it, but if you're listening to it on Monday or live, you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to do it. And to get this awesome resource, you can save 50. Okay, I am discounting this. I know I'm going against what I said. This really isn't our flagship product. I can talk about that later. I believe this so much that I think this is important information that you get. And because it's the new year, and because I'm doing this live training for 3 weeks about selling your own products, I wanted to make this affordable to you. And we had technical issues, so we're going to discount it. You can save $50 on this course, 6-week recipe, creating products, digital products that sell that anyone can follow. And so you can go to the link in the description and you can read all about it and then use the code 6 weeks and be able to save some money on that course. And you can read some of the testimonies and all of that and how people have used that. If you have technical problems, don't just walk away. Send me a DM or send me a email, do something so we know, because we are testing it out in all different areas, not just from the admin standpoint, but from the consumer standpoint, from your view. And we want to make sure this is really working. We truly believe in this. We've seen transformation. It is the strategy that Steve and I have used since, I want to say, 2003 or 4. And that's where he actually started this with an 8 weeks course. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, I revamped all of his work and we turned it into a 6-week recipe just to shorten it a little bit and make it easier for you to consume and get through it and actually produce some products that will sell. If you've got questions, if you need help, leave a comment wherever you are. If you're on Facebook, please tag me because I am really bad at not always seeing everything. Please, please tag me. All right, that is it. Let me just see real quickly here. And the phone is not talking to me. That's good. Hey, I am Family Biz. I'm Carrie Beck with FamilyEbiz.com. We are helping families get online and make money.